3, 2, 1. We're back
Bibbers.
again. 10th podcast. The 10th podcast now. Jesus, I can't believe we made it to 10. Just a 10 at least. Like, it's a bit, feels a bit weird that we made it this far. Well, this long anyway, without any of us biting our heads off so far. Oh dear. So last week we had our Muggle of the week, right, Vers?
Mm.
So here we go. Here's our Pro Jared picture for the week. He's up he's up in our Muggle corner.
Oh yeah, there was more, wasn't there?
Yes.
Like we weren't going to talk about it.
Yeah, more came out with that this week.
There was stuff on 4chan as well. It was just okay.
Yeah, his wife's not as innocent as she makes out either. Fuck.
Yeah, but not necessarily does it actually mean. See, at the moment, it's a case of everyone's throwing proofs at each other, but which one actually is telling the truth and which one's not just trying to hurt someone.
True, that's very true.
That is a fucking that image. Honestly, it's so flattering.
It's just so flattering, mate. So very flattering. But yeah, like because apparently, like, they were supposed to be in some sort of polygamous relationship. So it was meant to be like an open relationship, but it just didn't seem to go that way. It's like as soon as he found started dating one specific girl, it was like, no, I'm not okay with this. Like, I'm not okay with this now.
So it's okay if you fuck multiple girls, but the moment you fuck this one girl over and over, that's where I draw the line.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, this girl that he slept with as well was also married. Oh boy, this was fun. It's been a fun 2 weeks with Pro Jared, but yeah, that's our that's pretty much a small little quick update on what's going on with him. Now we're sort of just going on from last week. So, how was your week this week, anyway, Vess?
My adopted mother, she's been like a mother to me since we moved here. And her daughter's practically adopted me as a big brother. Just got out of hospital after being in hospital for 2 weeks, and Natalie goes out yesterday and gets fucking mugged.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
That's not...
She gets someone bumped into her and stole out of her backpack.
Fucking...
So, $50 and some medication that prevents her head from exploding, brain, blood pressure and all that.
Yeah.
But if someone actually does it, it prevents you from throwing up if you don't need the medication, and it will cause your head to quite literally liquefy.
Fun. That's not good.
So whoever took it can't get the medication back up if they took it. So we'll be finding out soon in the local news as someone's died due to weird medication.
Fucking idiot.
And if that's the case, we're going to be going. Told you.
Oh, tough shit. But this week's been pretty plentiful with news again this week. Yeah, so we've got a bit to talk about. Something that actually also happened last week that has somehow flown under the radar quite a lot. I think you even missed it too last week when you were going on about some of the stuff I forgot to mention last week. And that was stuff to do with Riot Games.
I didn't even, dude, like as I said, I've been so busy, you've been doing the articles, and I've only just gotten a whole bunch, even though they're Sankaki links.
Yeah. Well, see, apparently because they're supposed to be doing a mass walkout because of the how do we pronounce that?
Apartheid.
Oh, fuck it. I'll put the link in the chat and everyone else can pronounce it. But I think it's the new update that they're supposed to be doing this soon, and a lot of the people aren't very happy with that. Apparently, a lot of the workers.
One of the workers.
Well, like the employees of Riot Games, they're planning on supposed to be doing a walkout. Employees at Riot Games, the developer of League of Legends, will conduct a walkout today to protest the company's forced aberration policy for alleged misconduct. According to Kotaku, Cecilia D. Anastasio, whose August 2018 investigation into the studio's alleged sexist work environment sparked anger and lawsuits from 5 current and former employees. Around 100 employees will be participating in what may be the first walkout at the game development studio. Now, I vaguely remember the big shitstorm that happened about a year ago with them, with the whole sexual assault shit. I can't remember exactly what happened, but it was one person sort of made a big, huge hit piece against him, and then a couple of other ex-employees just ran on the bandwagon with it. So I don't know how true it is, but I kind of gather if they're planning on doing a walkout, then that could be the case. But then again, like, Riot Games needed to do something specific to get out of that shit, I suppose. But yeah, so that was a little interesting. But one thing I thought we could probably just quickly go over together, because they decided to do IGN decided to do a quick list of some of the video game films that are supposed to be in development at the moment, or almost in development. So I thought we might go through the list together. So I put the list in the chat. Well, not the list, but the link to the IGN list, and then go through it together.
Oh god, that's Sonic. Okay, some of these I don't know why they need to make more.
Yeah, well, movies with confirmed release dates. The Angry Birds movie 2, like, I kind of gather why. Like, the first one was a kids movie that was semi-successful, so I see them doing another one. Sonic the Hedgehog, which, well, you know, it's good to see they're going to be changing the look of the character, but we'll find out whether it's going to be for the better or for the worst. Movies without confirmed...
So is this a list of actual movies that are confirmed, or just ones that they've said they might do but got no information?
No, these are ones that have confirmed that they will be that we'll be doing, and they're in the process of either writing a script or hiring new actors and stuff like that.
How the fuck are you meant to do Roller Coaster Tycoon? How the fuck are you meant to do Tetris?
I don't know, but anyway.
Like, there's a lot of games here, right? That can really be good. Like a reboot to the Resident Evil under a new director. You got Monster Hunter. She still fucking made her way into it. Mila Jovovich.
It's because her husband.
Missile Command. Fucking Missile Command. Really?
Alright, well, I'll go through the list, but we've got Assassin's Creed 2, which I kind of get that I'll probably do a sequel, because the first one, a lot of fans liked some elements with it, but for the most part, they found it to be, that could have been better. Borderlands, which I think should be a show, not a movie. Call of Duty, if they do the Modern Warfare story, yes. If they don't do the Modern Warfare story...
Actually, no, they could probably pull off Black Ops, because Black Ops has its ability to go forward and back. But, like, you know, we're talking Black Ops 1 through 3, not this new Black Ops 4 shit.
Yeah, no, probably just if they did Black Ops
1 and 2. Black Ops 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Where it's his son, and then they got the flashback to the same character.
Yeah, I think that could work.
The Modern Warfare series would be really cool. It'd be like a Tom Clancy style movie.
Carmen San Diego. I don't know what that is.
You've never played Carmen San Diego?
No, I never have.
Oh, dude, it's literally like a game where the princess is always in another castle. You never catch her. It's like Where's Wally, but like around the world. It's a really good thing. You need to look it up. I just grew up on it. My primary school used to have it on their computers. That and Gizmos and Gadgets, or whatever the hell it was.
You've got Centipede and Contra.
What the fuck is Centipede? Like, what game was that?
The old game where the centipede used to fucking get all the blocks, where every time you found a block, the centipede got bigger.
So like the Pac-Man movie with fucking Adam Sandler in it.
That was Pixels, and that was yeah. Let's never talk about Pixels ever again. The Division, which I didn't have hopes. I didn't have hopes for when it was first announced, but then they announced David Leitch would be doing it. And I thought, fuck yeah, all right. Like the director of John Wick and Deadpool 2, so I thought, yeah.
By the way, guys, while we're talking of movies, John Wick 4 is confirmed for 2020.
Oh yeah, I know. I've still got to watch 3. Like, I really need to watch 3.
Yeah, I know, but that kind of spoils it with a sense that you know he's not going to die.
I didn't think he was going to die, but I thought they were going to end the story like with 3, but they didn't.
He's like, it's the biggest grossing thing for Keanu. Like, what does he have after John Wick? Like, literally, he's been working on these films since his actual wife died. Like, like he is John Wick. Like, that's how much he's method acted like fucking crazy. You seen his training videos where he gets like SEAL Team 6 sort of training?
Yeah, fuck yeah, it's insane.
Like, Keanu Reeves is like going to become a bounty hunter probably in real life. Like, he's going to be fucking crazy.
But then again, when it comes to the Division, again, I would have much preferred the Division to be a TV show than a movie, but we'll get what we're given. Duke Nukem, which I think would work really well. I think that...
Not in this fucking generation with the social justice warrior shit. Literally a game based around boobs.
Yeah, pretty much. Then you got Firewatch, which a lot of people wanted to... Like, I think might work. Five Nights at Freddy's, I don't know fucking why you even bother.
Because it was popular and he sold the rights, so...
Yeah, I guess.
Let them have their moment. Like it's a horror game for kids who want to think they're cool. Let them have it.
Like I think
I won't play it.
I think it'd be more of a prequel movie than anything. Like that, I think that would be it. I don't think it'll be anything else. Fruit Ninja. I don't know why. Gears of War, which again, as long as Dave Bautista plays Marcus, I'll be very happy with that. Half-Life, which J.J. Abrams is supposed to be working on, which I think might do okay. I like J.J. Abrams' movies and stuff, and I like his direction, I like his style. You know, I think it'll be alright. Heavy Rain, yeah, that could work as a movie, but the thing is, Heavy Rain would probably have to be a 2.5 hour long movie.
It would be a long movie. It'd be like it would be a story-based movie where it took a while. Like, you wouldn't be able to, like, you know, action pack it.
No, you really could.
But they could really go down the line with the end. It's not a spoiler for a game that came out, you know, fucking 13 years ago, but well, it was announced 13 years ago at least. There's an ending where your father's actually the killer. So he's killed his own son and all that. So they could really play that on that whole fucking mind twisting on, like, you know, thriller for the movie. You know, where he's looking for his son and all that, and it turns out he's actually the killer and he's repressed the memories. Like, that would be really interesting.
That would be pretty.
As long as there's no Jason. John,
oh, they've got to have that in the movie.
John, Jason.
They've got to have Jason. They've got to have that. Jason. It's just such a meme now. They've got to have it.
Jason.
They've got to have it. Just Dance. I don't know. I think I could see that as like a rip-off of Dirty Dancing, maybe. Like, if they did something like that, I think Just Dance would work. Kane and Lynch, which again I think would be good, and apparently
it would be really good. The movie would be as long as the fucking game.
So the games are very much a guilty pleasure of mine.
Yeah, same. It's like
they're
bad. They're really bad, but they're fun.
But I like the characters. I just do. Like, as much as
the characters are actually like Kane and Lynch. Like, Lynch is that fucked up guy, you know.
Yeah.
And then Kane is that guy who thinks he's better than everyone else when he's
when he's not.
But number two, I actually found number two was more human than number one.
Mm.
Where Lynch, he's got a girl who's, he's moved on from that incident where he's killed his wife, and he's had time. He's found this girl called Sue,
Yeah.
and he's settled down in Shanghai. And Kane comes in and it just fucks up, and then it's just a shitty design looking game for a shitty game that is a very bad guilty pleasure. It's like I don't know.
But anyway, we've
got
got The Last of Us as well, which again should really, really, really be a fucking show. Mass Effect again should really be a show. Like that, Mass Effect should really be more of a really cool sci-fi show. Mega Man, no, please, for the love of God, don't do that. Metal Gear Solid.
No, they could do Mega Man. They did they did it in an Astro Boy sort of style. They could do Mega Man. Metal Gear Solid would be pretty good as a show, or a trilogy, or mind fucking.
The Metal Gear Solid probably more a show in my mind, because
it could pass as a movie though. It could pass as a trilogy of movies, like for as a. You could have a lot of movies, but it would be like a mind fuck.
It's just the Metal Gear Solid series has always been very in depth with its story and very specific. So if you wanted to do something, I think a show would be best for Metal Gear Solid. Like there is a really, really good fan made movie out that came out a while ago. Trying to remember what it was called, but hang on. I'll actually have to find it because I really should promote this because it's actually very, very good.
Now, when it comes to Metro 2033 map, if they take the story that was introduced in the latest game,
Philanthropy. It's called Metal Gear Solid Philanthropy.
Like, say, Metro, right? You know the latest game? You played the latest one?
Don't think so, no.
Well, it's not really a spoiler, sort of. Metro is surrounded by Moscow is surrounded by blackout beacons to keep the world from knowing that survivors survived in Russia. The war actually never ended. So if they take that as a premise, right, and move that into a TV show regarding how it started, living in the survival, they could do it like a Lost sort of thing, like the TV show Lost. They could probably pull it off.
Shit! Actually, they brought out a second part.
For?
Of Metal Gear Solid Philanthropy.
Oh.
Shit, when did they bring that out? Yeah.
Don't know, look on the date of the video.
I'll bring up the website. The first part was really good. I knew they were thinking about doing a second part, but I didn't know they actually did one. That's insane. I highly recommend, if anybody hasn't watched the first part, go watch it. And I'm going to go watch the second part sometime tonight. It is a fairly well made fan movie, the first part, and I don't expect anything different from the second part, so I do highly recommend you guys have a look at it because it's quite good. So yeah, we've got Metro 2033, which
like with Metro Man, I honestly think if they did it like the TV show Lost, where they had the main story and then the flashback, that could really work. That could be a really long TV series.
Yeah, I reckon Metro could work as a TV series.
As I was saying, like in the new Metro, they're saying that the war never really ended, and you can find out.
Like, obviously, it'll have to be made in a from a Western company, which I'm fine with, but the characters have to be Russian. Like they can speak English, but they need a Russian accent. For the love of God.
Yeah, they can. Well, there's actually in the latest game there's an American, there's a NATO member.
Yeah.
Inside the Spartans.
Yeah, there is.
But so that was like a bit off-putting. But
yeah, because it's like I haven't spoken English in ages. I'm like, you're speaking English now, mate. Like it's just weird. Same as Persona.
But like in John Wick, they've got like Russian speaking, but they're all English or American actors. They all speak fucking Russian in those ones.
Yeah.
Like American actors could pull it off, but they need to either have a Russian accent or a large quantity of Russian in it. No, like, oh, mate, I'm from the fucking Bronx, so
Yeah, well,
we don't need like downtown Bronx fucking accents.
No. You got Minecraft the movie as well. You got Missile Command.
Minecraft the movie would be a good animated movie for like.
Well, I kind of gather that's what it's going to be.
Can you imagine live action?
Missile Command could work if they did it the right way. Monster Hunter,
It's already happening.
Yeah, Monster Hunter, yeah, no. Like, my honest opinion of it is because it's the same fucking director as the Resident Evil movies. You got Mila Jovovich again. I don't. We'll see when it comes out, I suppose. Monument Valley, Portal, Rabbids, Rainbow Six. I know that because, yeah, recently, they come up just to remind me then, Michael B. Jordan was casted to be in the movie, which I think might be alright. Resident Evil, yeah, because they're supposed to be remaking them, or just redoing them.
Thank fuck, eh?
Yeah, well, I'm hoping it's actually pretty good.
Like, I can understand, like, some creative fucking freedom, but the way they did it was so fucking crap.
Yeah. Again, as I said, the Resident Evil movies are a guilty pleasure of mine.
Yeah,
but,
like,
you know,
Albert Wesker rubbed me the wrong fucking way. Like, the last movie, right? If she was such a thorn in her side, why did he fucking unfreeze her? He just left her frozen.
Yeah, I don't get it either. You got Roller Coaster Tycoon, Shinobi, The Sims. I don't get how The Sims is going to work, or even Roller Coaster Tycoon. Sleeping Dogs could work. Sleeping Dogs would work.
That would work as like a Chinese style crime movie.
Yep. Super Mario, again, as
Jackie Chan, like the old police story movies, man. Jackie Chan style, like, you know, the Bruce Lee movies and Jackie Chan. That would be so good.
Like, think about this. Police story mixed in with a bit of an old John Woo fucking action movie. That would fucking work. Yeah, you got Tetris, which I still don't know how that's going to work.
It's gonna be like Pixels, man. It's gonna be fucking like, it's gonna be a cannabis dream.
It's gonna be bad. You got Uncharted, Watch Dogs, and Werewolves Within. So, Uncharted, I think, will work. Again, it's gonna have to feel along the lines. It's gonna have to be more of a family-friendly, not family-friendly per se, but it's going to have to be more along the lines of Indiana Jones and sort of thing when it comes to, you know, anybody can go and sit down and enjoy it. But then again, I don't want it to be like the upbeat original fucking version that they were going to originally do, which was not going to work. It just was not. When you had Danny DeVito and Robert De Niro as Sully, and fucking Danny DeVito was going to be some fucking wacky uncle. It's like, no.
What was this, Mario?
Like, no. And Mark Wahlberg was going to play Nathan Drake, which personally I don't think was a bad call.
I thought you were talking about Mario for a second. I was like, what the fuck?
No, we're talking about Uncharted.
Yeah.
I personally thought Mark Wahlberg would have done a good job. But people want Nathan Fillion. I'm like, yeah, he, like, with that Fair movie they did, but
No, I'm sorry, but Nathan Fillion is the closest looking person to Nathan Drake, and you could probably pull it off. You don't want fucking Marky Mark talking to plants and fucking like, please don't kill us.
God, that movie was fucking bad. That movie scared the shit out of me as a kid, and I grew up and I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll watch it again.
I know, like, as a kid, like, so many things would, like, scares you.
Yeah.
But now as an adult, you're like, what the?
Yeah, watch it now and go, what the fuck? This is just fucking stupid. This what it is. It's stupid.
Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan gets his hand on anything.
Well, I don't know. Well, he did well with Split, and he did well with Glass, so I'm very happy that he's made somewhat of a comeback. So, and then we've also got Watch Dogs, which I think will work really well. I didn't see the huge problem of the original Watch Dogs story. I thought the original Watch Dogs story was actually quite good. I did like Aiden Pierce, so I'd like to see where Watch Dogs will go as a movie. So some of them I would like to see as a movie. Some of them I would rather prefer to see them as a show. And some of them I just don't know why they're even bothering, and I just not even bothered even wanting them, really.
Mm.
So yeah, that was just a quick list through that. But next quick thing I want to talk about is
how great your mother smells.
The 2020's Call of Duty will be reportedly done by Treyarch, not Sledgehammer.
Treyarch.
Which is surprising, and I'm wondering what the hell's going on, because they never really said why they're not doing a game.
Treyarch.
No, Sledgehammer, because 2020 is Sledgehammer's turn.
Who knows, man? Like, why need Sledgehammer when you can just fucking pump out fucking shitty online only games?
Yeah, well, reportedly now it will be Black Ops 5 in 2020. So this year we'll probably get it's Infinity Ward. So I don't know. Probably another Warfare Warfare fucking game. You got Advanced Warfare, then you had Infinite Warfare. But I want another Modern Warfare. That's what I want. I just want another Modern Warfare. It doesn't have to be linked to the other games. Just a new Modern Warfare game with a new story and a new arc.
Yeah,
that's what I'd like. You can have some of the older characters in there if you want, but I think Price's story's done. Soap's story's definitely finished. I personally don't see the need to continue that specific story arc. But I'd like to still see another modern-ish Warfare.
Hey man, I've got to take a break. So if you want to keep going on your own, that's good. I just got to deal with someone.
Yeah, you're right, man. All right, well, but yeah. So personally, for myself, I don't know what exactly is the go when it comes to what's going on with Treyarch and stuff at the moment. But we'll see how it goes. But yes, we'll go on about George R. Martin at the moment. Apparently, he's supposed to be working with From Software for a Game of Thrones themed game. So I don't know how that will go. But then again, I think the Game of Thrones universe would probably suit very well with From Software's sort of style of games, like when it comes to their intensity and hard difficulty, especially if they do like a proper RPG sort of thing, open world RPG. I think it would work really, really well. Even if they don't do something with like the difficulty, like if they did something just standard, it'd be great. If people that's just come in, my co-host at the moment's just got to go and do some things, so he's just in and out at the moment. But yeah, so if anybody has any thoughts on what they think might happen with, what they might do with the game, let me know, because personally, it could go either way, to be brutally honest. Not really much to say on that because it's all still early days. As soon as I bring up my OBS, fucking Pro Jared's still there. Jesus Christ, fucking hell, he's definitely the muggle of the week. But yes, well, we could probably talk about what's his name? Turnatini. Turnatini this week has come out to state that he's going to be suing FaZe Clan over some oppressive contract. Now, from what I saw and read recently, was the fact that he turned around and apparently he was part of this very strict contract that didn't help him. How do I put it? he wasn't able to do the things he was going to do because he had to. He apparently had to focus all his time, all of his energy, and all of his fucking even some of his money into FaZe Clan and not, be able to take on any other contracts, any other fucking business opportunities or anything. Which, in my honest opinion, is shit, right? Especially for a young bloke like this that wants to get his career kicked off, wants to do the things that will help, but then again, it's just not necessarily going to be the case of whether it's going to fucking actually work out for him, which kind of sucks. But and he's pretty much suing him for him because apparently he's lost a lot of business opportunities which were going to give him a fuck ton of money. He had to decline because of his contract with FaZe, and that was kind of shit. And in some ways I do understand and agree with the fact of why he has to he has to sue them, and I'm completely all for him. I back him, and I hope everything goes alright with him, and I hope his future career does alright for him. But it sucks to see that he's gone through this sort of rigorous shit process, and you can't. My honest opinion is that if you're going to go into a contract that's going to restrict whether you take on other contracts or you take on other business opportunities and stuff like that are very constrictive and sort of make it very hard for you to make money or build your business or your name or your franchise or whatever, and do something like this, which again it's not very good, and it kind of sucks to see that this is going down the route for FaZe Clan. But then again, like, FaZe Clan for me, like, it just seems like it's only really like young kids. Like, it's more of a clan that likes to sort of cater to younger children, or younger children, but like more young adults. Because see, like, I don't really see a lot of people my age or older turn around like at esports screaming, "Go fucking FaZe Clan!" Not very often. Like, apart from really Doc Disrespect and a few others, but you look at, but most of the time they more pick clans and sort of groups that are a lot better than FaZe Clan these days, especially like with something like CS. CS, like myself, I'm a Ninja's Pajamas fan, but when it comes to like fans of that, like a lot of people like love all the other clans and stuff when it comes to that. But then again, it's FaZe Clan is just really for children, really. And hello, Aki J, how are you today? Going on from Tfue, that's his name, Tfue. Tfue not suing FaZe Clan. We can go on to. Yes, this one. This one is we talked about it last week, and it's one thing that sort of really peeved me off, of wondering why the fuck they'd make this stupid decision, but they made this decision anyway. And that was Ubisoft saying that there's no matchmaking when it comes to the Division 2 raid. I find that kind of stupid, seeing as though there is a lot of players out there, not a huge margin, but there is quite a few that that don't really have a lot of friends, that don't really have a lot of a big group to play with, right? And have to find third-party means to fucking find players to play with, and not necessarily meaning that you're going to be playing with them all the time anyway. So we'll read anyway what they had to say. Ubisoft recently launched the Division 2's first raid, Operation Dark Hours, but at the same time announced that it won't be using the game's matchmaking feature. This upset some players, and now the studio is working to explain its decision. During a video stream, Ubisoft explained why it hadn't used matchmaking for this raid, and said that it is still working on a solution. Though it didn't go into detail about what exactly it is, asked if there will eventually be a way for players who don't want to find a group outside the game to participate in the raid. Associate creator director, I can't pronounce that bloody name, said, yes, we are working on it, but then pivoted to explaining the decision not to use a traditional matchmaking feature. You need to be sure that the team you are going to work with has microphones, speaks the same language. Oh, for fuck's sake. Has the proper gear to support the team, he said. It's not about a simple matchmaking as we do for the missions. A mission or any other content you can eventually do with randoms. For fuck's sake. This is stupid. Honestly, like, you have to be you have to be 499 gear score to do the raid in the first place. Right? Well, at least a high gear score, right? And you need, so 9 times out of 10, these people that you're going to be playing the raid with, right, are going to have fucking a lot of different sets to muck around with. Especially at this point in time where the game's been out for a fair while. A lot of people have already geared up. They've already gotten, they should already have all their gear sets that they need, they want, and stuff like that. And all you have to do is sit there and change it when you get into the raid, which I'm pretty sure you can do, right? So I don't understand why they need to change it. I don't understand it, because again, when you do them, like when you matchmake like with your friends to get into the raid in the first place, you're doing it before you go in. Like you're already at the helicopter where the start point is for the raid, and all your 8 men are fucking already there. So how about if you did a matchmaking system which brought everyone in? You get given a 10-minute window where it gives people time to chat, to work out what gears they were running, or what they need, what the game plan is, everything, right? And then they get put into the raid, right? But you don't want to do that, do you? And the other fucking excuse of everyone needs to speak the same language, I'm sorry, but how your servers are, right? They're all put in with people that speak the same fucking language, right? It irritates me. Like the servers down here, right, in Australia, it is all countries that speak English, right? That are in our area. You get put with 9 times out of 10 people that speak English, right? You cannot tell me that is the reason. The only way anybody that doesn't speak English can get into our servers is if they have a VPN, right? So if they use a VPN, then yeah, sure, there's nothing you do about that. But 9 times out of 10 people that are playing games don't use a VPN to play games because they don't need to. They just don't. So I don't see why they need to actually turn around and just give that poor excuse. I just don't. I consider it to be a poor excuse. You know, Ubisoft can do better, right? They should put matchmaking into it, right? And again, do that simple idea. How about bring all the 8 men fucking teams in, right? Chat to them, talk with them, find out who's got mics, who doesn't have mics, what builds they've got, and stuff like that, and give the fucking the leader of the group, right, full reign. If someone doesn't speak English or doesn't have a microphone, you kick them. Matchmaking kicks in to find someone else, right? So I don't know why they don't just do that. Simple. It's very simple. They had that very simple mechanic, even with the Division 1, right? But only with this, you get a 10-minute window to get everyone in. Sorry, when everyone gets in, right? To sort out gear, sort out what to wear, sort out what game plan it is, sort out that everyone has a mic. You know, kick anybody that's not doesn't speak English or doesn't or whatever language you speak. Or doesn't have a microphone. It's very fucking simple. But it's just, they don't, I just personally think that they wanted to get the fucking raid out there. They wanted to put a system in like this, and they just did not flat out have the time. That's my honest opinion, and I think that's exactly what the reasoning was. But that's my little rant on that. Next thing I wouldn't mind talking about quickly is apparently Sony PlayStation productions, even though we were talking about video game movies that are probably going to be coming out in the next couple of years. PlayStation obviously have thrown their hat in the ring to make some movies about their exclusive titles, which we already kind of know. Another thing too that was quick this week, WWZ really has been a sleeper hit. Really, a lot of people, like when the footage first came out, people were like, "Oh, it looks good," but the game might be, I don't know. People were a bit on and off with it, but it ended up being a very massive hit, and has recently just come out and they've said they've sold at least 2 million copies, which is pretty good for them. Like myself, I've played the game myself. It is a very, very good game. It does scratch that Left 4 Dead itch that I've been sort of missing quite a bit, which kind of sucks to see. Well, it sucks to see that we haven't seen one of them. But yeah, so one other thing we could probably bring up, seeing as though we were talking about COD earlier, is that the COD mobile beta will be coming out soon. Now, obviously, they haven't discussed specifically when it's going to be coming out. It's something I probably will check out because it's the graphics are surprisingly not bad for mobile, and it's pretty much just classic Call of Duty multiplayer on your phone, which I'm kind of looking forward to be brutally honest. And apparently it should be they're trying to make it compatible with a lot of phone controllers as well. So I think it'll be pretty good for people that are like, again, on the go. They like playing Call of Duty and want to play a bit of Call of Duty Mobile on the go, which I think, Call of Duty on the go. So I think it would work really well, especially for like something that has like your phone or a tablet that always has an online connection. So I think it would work very well. But then again, we'll see where things go with it. But it'll be something I'll definitely check out and give everyone a chance to. I'll give everyone my thoughts and opinions on what it's going to be like. Another thing that I'm planning on probably buying and playing this week will be Total War 3 Kingdoms. It's been a game I'm sort of really been wanting to check out and see for myself. I think it'll be. I personally think it'll be a very good sort of. It looks very good, and I'm hoping it's not going to do a Rome Total War 2 on me anyway. So I want a new Total War game to scratch that itch. Like it's just an itch that I want to scratch, and so happy a new Total War game's come out. But I will say this, right? If they do not, and I mean if they do not, with the next Warhammer game, if it's not a 40k game, I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be very, very, very upset. It needs to be a 40k game. It needs to be. Like we've done it. I think we've done the death of the old, like the pre stuff. Now I think it's time to get into 40k, get into the Space Marines, futuristic. I'd love to see it. I think it'd be fucking badass to see. But then again, I think the Space Marines might be a little OP. Just a little bit. But yes, another thing that has been a big problem at the moment this week when it comes to Elite Dangerous, which I'll put the article in the chat and bring up the article, is the fact that Elite Dangerous has been having a hacking problem. Apparently, after the big, huge outroar of some of the problems that have been going on, they've come out and said that they're going to be very much looking into it. But I'm trying to remember what specifically, because it's been also mainly bots too, like bots farming shit as well. See if it says anywhere here. I'm trying to see if it says anything like specific of what they've been doing. Oh, here we go. This is from a Reddit user that was one of the ones complaining about the hacking. User Ryan underscore M17 claims that the private Discord that a private Discord has been distributing a trainer for the game that allows players to significantly enhance their ships and tweak any model. This gives players using it an obvious advantage in PvP, and while that means they can then be reported, the trainer is still apparently in use. So that's gonna be interesting. So yes, oh, they're showing some stuff on Cyberpunk. That's another game I'm really looking forward to, and I'm hoping I can't wait for it to come out too. So yes, now the next thing, what else can we talk about this week? Oh yes, also another thing too, the WWZ developer has approached Valve about doing a Half-Life 2 remake. Obviously we don't have any conclusive we don't have anything conclusive to go on with that. I think it's just still talks at the moment. I personally don't think it's going to be happening, but if it does happen, I'm okay with it. Like we've got a Half-Life 1 remake at the moment, which is not quite done, but you know is still fairly decent, and I think they've done a pretty good job with. So I don't see why another company should do it. And as well as too, I don't see why fucking Valve just doesn't turn around and go, look, we're leasing off the rights to the Half-Life. Any company that wants to do Half-Life games, give us a call. Anybody wants to do a sequel to Half-Life, go ahead. Which I don't get why they don't do. I just don't. Another thing that's been happening this week is Ari's new Final Fantasy 7 remake face criticized by Japanese fans. Now, again, I don't know why they're really having a huge problem with it. Apparently, because it's not like it's because her cheek and chin bones have sort of been more detailed out. That's like her whole face has just been put more detail into, and I think a lot of people are a little cranky with that. It's a subtle fucking change. I don't get why people are so upset, so cranky, or just anything really. I just don't get it. I just don't. But next thing, which is obviously something to do with Epic Games, like fucking usual for the last while now. Put the link in the chat. Is that Epic Games Store will block your account if you buy too many games too quickly. Right. There's a big sale on right now at the Epic Games Store. A time when many users conditioned by Steam's frequent generous discounts on a huge range of titles, go nuts and buy a ton of stuff real quick. On Valve Store, that's enough to get you a pile of shame. Yeah, that's true. But on Epic, it'll get your account blocked from making further purchases. Earlier today, Epic once again took a page from Steam's book and announced a mega sale. That includes both percentage discounts and an additional $10 off every game priced at $14.99 US or higher on the Epic Games Store. It seems to be smooth sailing for the sale, but then two major games suddenly vanished from the store. That was odd. Yeah. Nick Chester from Epic PR confirmed that the game that this was a result of our aggressive fraud rules, and if players run into this issue, they should contact player support so we can investigate. Welcome back, Vesp. Yes, no. Sorry, I thought I heard him. I thought I heard his voice. He's been breathing. So yeah. Oh, actually, hang on. We'll go onto the Epic Games launcher, and we'll have a look. A quick look and see what this fucking quote unquote mega sale is like. Right. Oh, well, Dauntless is now on Epic Games. Oh, that's new. Heavy Rain's coming out on fucking PC. I didn't know that. That's
okay, I am back. Sorry about that, guys. We ended up having a chat.
Yes, well, we're just having a quick look at this great fucking Epic Game sale, which I'm sorry, but it's not really that good.
Some of them are like a $14 game is now like $4. That's pretty good. Some of the games.
Yeah, with oh yeah, here we go. Like World War Z, the original discount is $29.99 for World War Z, but if you buy it with the Epic discount, it is $19.00.
Like you gotta like look at. Do you want that game? Can you get it elsewhere? No. Is it cheaper retail? No. Then get it from them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's one of those things. Now we did cover quite a few topics while you were gone, and I think we're nearly done. Much everything we've talked about. I think the only thing left to talk about now is it's a really nice and kind story anyway, but obviously a little sad at the same time.
Hey man, I've got my phone's ringing. Give me a sec, but keep going. Yeah,
all good. And that's a terminally ill cancer patient is able to play Borderlands 3 early. So it's a sweet but sad moment. But so like this is something like stuff like this is what makes me love the gaming community more in a lot of ways. You know, like a guy that, you know, his favorite fucking game franchise and a new game's going to be coming out soon, and he'll never get the chance to play it, you know, and then the game company just comes out and goes, hey, come out and play the game, you know, come out and play it, you know, and see what you like, you know, or if the game's pretty much finished, and even with the bugs and glitches and stuff like that, but come out and you can play the full game. You know, that's like even if it's just a taste as well, like that's really cool to see. You know that game companies do this for people that, you know, will never get the chance to, you know, be able to play, you know, play their favorite games if they, you know, pass away, which kind of sucks. But you know, in a lot of ways, it's a very sweet sort of thing for them to do. But yeah, so seeing as though he's on the phone, and there's not really much else to talk about.
Okay, I'm back. So yeah, sorry about not being here, guys, for this episode.
Yeah.
I was listening. The guy gets to play it before he dies. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really good. But
Nico's jealous.
No, not really. I'll wait. Like, I'm not terminally ill, sadly. Well, not sadly, but you know, like, you know what I mean. Like, it's just, yeah, I can actually wait. But yeah. So I think that we've talked about pretty much everything this week. Well, I have talked about pretty much everything this week.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I told everyone what I was planning on probably doing this week.
You know what you're not doing this week? Doing the raid. That's what you're not doing.
Not doing what?
You're not doing the Warhammer raid. Not the Warhammer raid. What the fuck am I talking about? This is what happens when
Division raid.
Yeah, the Division.
You're
raid.
not doing it either, are you?
Yeah, well, the Division 2 is trash.
Giving me shit
It's a
for not
trash
playing it.
game.
You playing it? No.
No.
No, we'll see. I was just saying that I'll probably pick up Total War, Three Kingdoms, and I'll give that a go, see what it's like. I'm very keen to play it and see if it's any good. What else? Also, too, depending on next week, the podcast may be late because I've got to go to Sydney for an appointment, so I'll be out of town for a couple of days. So I think I'm coming back Thursday. If not Thursday, I'm coming back Friday. So if we're not able to do it Thursday or Friday, we will probably do it on Saturday. But I will let everybody know. I will probably do a quick little update stream sometime next week. If I'm unable to do it, I will postpone the podcast till another day next week. Or if not, me and Vess, if we can organise something, we could probably organise it just to do a much bigger stream the following week, just to catch up on everything.
Yeah.
So,
did you go through the thing like George R. R. Martin working on the game or not?
Yeah, I already talked to you about that. Again, I don't know what the game's going to be. I'm seeing as though it's through From Software, it could be probably something along the lines of a Soulsborne sort of game. Which I reckon it would work, but then again, I would rather him do something like a proper RPG sort of thing, like with text and like picking what you want to say and choosing your own. Well, then again, Dark Souls is that too, but you know what I mean, like a proper sort of like RPG-ish, like one that's not fucking brutally difficult. But anyway, I think it would work. I think it would work really well. But something along the lines of like Elder Scrolls or something. But yeah, I don't know. I think it would work really well. Because he's got a good director behind him to do it. Not director, good. Well, they've got a good concept go behind it. Like again, the Game of Thrones universe. Like fuck yeah. So I think it'll probably work out for him really well. I think. But anyway, all right then. Yeah, there was something else I was gonna fucking say. Oh yeah, again, because I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but I think I did. We have a YouTube channel. This is where all of our uploads will be going onto there. And also too, I haven't told you, Vesp, but I've also been thinking about doing a dual stream. So while we're streaming on Twitch, we'll also be streaming on YouTube. But I'm still working out the stream side of things with YouTube for the YouTube channel. And so we'll hopefully be streaming the podcast on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, bring in a bigger audience, and see where we sit on that front. But yeah. So anything you want to say before we take off, Vesp?
No, man. Like other than hopefully E3's next week, isn't it?
No.
No.
No, I don't think it's next week. Or is it next week?
Nico's like, fuck, when is it? When is it?
No, E3 is not next week. Hang on, when is E3? I'll have to find that out. E3 2019. 12th of June to the 14th of June. So next month.
Next month?
Yeah, halfway through next month. So if I can, I will try and make sure I have time to do our E3 special. I will try and make sure that we're able to get that dual stream going for E3, because E3 is going to be a big fucking week for us. A big fucking week. It's gonna drain the fuck out of me, but I think I'm gonna love every second of it. So yes, I think that'll be it for the week. Also too, our 10th podcast. It's our 10th fucking podcast. So we're happy that we've gone through this far, and we hope to have many, many more. We hope.
Yep.
All right, guys. Hope you guys all have a wonderful week, and we'll hopefully catch you guys next week. Take it easy.
See you guys.